went one way clockwise, now we're gonna go the other way. I guess we went counterclockwise, now we'll go clockwise. And each time I rig it, I leave it for a few minutes just to let the water droplets fall out. And let the fibers stretch. Now that I went both ways, I'm gonna do it again. I'll go back the other way and then again the other way. So basically repeating it twice. Okay, so I went clockwise twice and then counterclockwise twice, pretty much. Now what I want to do is I want to switch it. So you see how if I untwist it, so I just want to flip it to the other side. That's so chef, that's so. Hey! Okay, so I ringed it basically from side to side of the skin and then tail to tail. I had to rotate it, and then now I'm pretty much done the ringing. I want to do the stretching, so it's the same thing. I'll stretch it one way flip it, stretch it the other way. Now I gotta flip it to stretch it this way, down and up, and then I'll flip it and I'll stretch it again. But just because it's like that, I'll just pull on it. Okay, I got it stretched pretty good. So now I'm gonna put it on the pole and work it a little bit with the tool. We'll work it with the Robert Badin style softening tool. So I tied it at both ends so it won't slip around too much. Now I go from one end to the other and push on it to separate the fibers. Just like that. At the same time, this gets rid of little water droplets, so it'll help dry it. It also helps to stretch it. Tonight is supposed to cool down pretty good, so I don't think it'll finish drying overnight, so I think I'll just leave it hang all night, and then tomorrow morning I can keep working on it, softening it. If it would dry overnight, then I'd kind of be screwed, but I could put it in the tote or in the freezer to make sure it doesn't dry. But anyways, I'll check the weather, but it's supposed to cool down pretty good to like fridge type temperatures. So in fridge type temperatures, it shouldn't dry. So like around 0 degrees Celsius, should not dry. Should just kind of sit. If it is a little too dry, I can always get it a little bit wet. So anyways, I'll just keep working it a little bit this evening, and yeah, I think this will be it for the video. This was basically, we put it in the solution for 3 nights total, now 3 days, and then we ringed it both ways, clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, twisted it clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, and then we're working it on the pole, and then try to dry it, and then we'll keep working it like that until it dries tomorrow. And the last step, we'll be working it on the big frame with the tool, and then after that, if it's soft enough, we can do the final smoking. But anyways, thanks for watching, and remember also, what you saw in this video and the last video, the soaking, the wringing, and the stretching, and the drying, we repeat this specific cycle 3 times, 4 times, and that softens the hide. So morning now, so I'm just putting it on the stretcher, and we'll be able to hit on it with the hammer and push on it. The more I do this, the better I get at it. Stretching the hide on this, on the frame, it looks simple, but it's hard to get it like centered. The more you do it, the better you get at it. I think the trick is to kind of keep it loose and then get all your loops all around, and then tighten it at the end. Like I'm leaving some space. I got like 10 inches of room, and then once it's up, then I can tighten everything all around. And then to keep my hide clean, see how I left it in the tote, and then it's slowly coming out this way. It doesn't rub on the dirt. Alright guys, so I got it all on my frame, and I put it the flesh side up so the hair side is underneath, The last hide that I did an error. I rubbed it on both sides and I hit it on both sides. But I've been taking this online course with my friend Joey Awashish. He's giving me tons of good tips, and he said you got to be careful on the hair side. You don't want to be hitting it and you don't want to be rubbing it, if I understood correctly. So all the work that you're doing is on the flesh side. And I asked him as well, like when you're making moccasins, which side is the outside of the moccasins, and he said it's the hair side that's on the outside. So the hair side you want to keep as smooth as possible, and then the flesh side you can work on it. It's not as smooth, not as nice, but that's on the inside. But there's tons of different ways and different methods of tanning and doing hides, so I don't think it's a wrong thing to do it, you know, how I did it the other hide, do both sides. Either or, I mean, in the end it's a tan hide and it's a really nice product, but everybody's got their preferences, and that's kind of his preference, and I get it. I agree, so I'm gonna work it. And then as well, another great tip he gave me is to use a hammer. This seems to be a nice size, and I can just, what I'll do now is I'll just hit it a little bit everywhere, and that'll loosen up those fibers good. And then I got this tool as well, which is for cutting lawns, but it's not sharp, it's very dull, and it'll work really good to push into the hide and separate those fibers. So let's get going. So it'd go good if I had like a rock tomahawk or some sort of a rock. Have to be rounded end, not sharp. Every hit that I do, I can hear those fibers. It just goes like, it's those fibers that are separating. Okay, I got it tight again. Keep hitting it. We're just breaking those fibers, stretching it, and we got to keep doing this until it's dry. It's a nice day in the sun, so it'll probably take an hour or two, but I'll hit it and work it for that time on and off. So I'll keep going. Don't need to go to the gym after this. It's a good workout.